talked about the increase in cyber attacks. 50% surge in sophisticated cyber attacks, what we call the Gen 5 attacks, what can become the next cyber pandemic. We finished the year with Sunburst, one of the most sophisticated, if not the most sophisticated attacks that the world has seen. To this date, we actually don't know exactly what damage it caused because it did a very good job as a Gen 5 attack to hide itself, to steal a lot of data, and to cover all the traces. It happened last month. The Emotet infrastructure for distributing malware, that was one of the most sophisticated, again, most damaging infrastructure that we've seen in the world, affected last year 1 out of 5 organizations around the world to distribute all kinds of malware. This network was active since 2014. It took 7 years to take it down, and during on a potential cyber pandemic.
The COVID-19 pandemic has shaken our economies and societies to the core and shown us how vulnerable we are to biological threats. In the digital world, similar risks are being overlooked right now. A cyber attack with COVID-like characteristics would spread faster and further than any biological virus. Its reproductive rate would be around 10 times greater than what we've experienced with the coronavirus. To give you an idea, one of the fastest worms in history, the 2003 Slammer Sapphire worm, doubled in size approximately every 8.5 seconds, infecting over 75,000 devices in 10 minutes and almost 11 million devices in 24 hours. Fortunately, at least until now, cyber attacks have not impacted our health the way pandemics have, but the economic damages, and therefore the impact they have had on our daily lives, have been equal and sometimes even greater. You see, the only way to stop the exponential propagation of a COVID-like cyber threat is to fully disconnect the millions of vulnerable devices from one another and from the internet. All of this in a matter of days. A single day without the internet would cost our economies more than $50 billion, and that's before considering the economic and societal damages should these devices be linked to essential services such as transport or healthcare. As the digital realm increasingly merges with our physical world, landing at a faster pace than what we're preparing for. COVID-19 was known as an anticipated risk. So is the digital equivalent. Let's be better prepared for that one. The time is now.
Cyber Polygon, an exercise built by the World Economic Forum to conduct a penetration test on the World Wide Web and infrastructure of all computers connected to the internet. Just today, we've seen a large number of DNS servers going offline, kicking off a total of 25 to 24,000 websites offline, with an average of 13,000. Is Klaus Schwab and the Davos group conducting a potential false flag cyber attack on the world? This coming on the heels of ransomware attacks conducted on pipelines in the United States as well as other infrastructure overseas, with these Trojan horses and payloads being uploaded to their servers. The Schumann resonance is the background radiation of the world electromagnetic field, which has spiked recently for the first time ever of up to 36 hertz of background noise. This comes just after the reinstatement of the HAARP facility in Alaska and also the one on the Washington-Oregon border, which is blacked out by Google Maps. as you can see here with this blacked out square and smudged out on Google Maps. Also, we've just experienced our first CME X-Class flare, the first one we've seen in the past 3 years, and this comes on top of an increase geological events such as earthquakes. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe.